everyone, welcome to the TLC Designs YouTube channel. My name is Lynn, and today I am working with the latest digital stamp set to release, and this set is super cute because you've got an entire pizza theme set here, but all of these characters are really interchangeable and compatible with the Parlor Pals sets. So lots of different ways that you can create, mix and match your indoor like restaurant setting or diner setting, and you have all these cute little kiddos who some are seated, some are standing, so lots and lots of different options here. And I've already composed an entire scene. So you get all of these elements as individual digital assets. So the chairs are individual, the table is separate, the counter in the back, the fire sort of wood brick oven, pizza oven, and even the pizza sign in the back. Those are all separate images, and all of the characters, the individual characters, are separate as well. The nice thing about working with digital stamps is that you can do exactly what I've done here, where you basically create your scene and you can print it out and then just start coloring. And so that's what you see me doing here. Today I'm coloring with my Copic markers. I don't have a large collection, but I make do with what I have. And so for instance, with the pizza chef here, I wanted him to have a little bit of an olive skin tone. So I'm putting down a layer of a very, very light yellow, sort of like a yellow green, and that's almost serving as a bit of an underpainting. And because alcohol markers are transparent, as you layer more colors on top, it's going to create a different color altogether, because that alcohol, the subsequent layers will sort of blend with the layers underneath and create a different color. So I'm using the exact same three skin tones as I did for the little boy, but the chef looks a little bit, his skin looks a little bit different. And I'm doing the same with the little girl's hair. I've got I'll put it in air quotes, underpainting, because we're not actually painting, but I have a wash of a very light pink, and that will help to tone down the yellow colors that I have, because especially this lighter one, it's a very neon yellow. It's very, very bright. And even the darker of the two yellows that I'm using is also quite bright. And that initial layer of very light pink almost makes her a little bit of a strawberry blonde, but it just really helps to mellow out the brightness of the yellows that I have. So that's one way that you can stretch your markers, whatever brand you like, whatever brand you use, and it can really help you to create new hues, new colors. And so with the boy's hair, I think browns and skin tones are probably make up half of the Copic markers that I have. So brown is definitely one of the areas where I do have quite a few, and that's because I do love how well Copics blend. And for face and in particular, I do prefer like a really, really smooth blend. I don't mind a more sort of abrupt blend when it comes to coloring other areas like clothing, but with faces, I tend to prefer a smoother blend. And so for me, it's worth having a lot of different tans and browns, even if they're a little bit close in value. It does help to smooth out the blending. So The other really wonderful thing about Digis is that you can also scale the images to whatever size you want. So let's say you only really wanted the chef to be your focal image. I've used him rather small here because he's on a scene with two other characters. But with digital stamped images, you can scale the images to suit the card style or design that you're looking to create. So there's a lot of flexibility with crafting with Digis, and the other benefit is that you don't have to find physical storage space for them. So it's really wonderful. And there are a lot of different editing softwares out there to work with your digital assets. So any word processing program, you could always just load it into a word processing program and create your scene there. You can use lots of free online photo editing softwares. So I don't want to bore you too much with all of the coloring. I'll show you the final panel in a little bit, but I'm not going to do too much more to my card because I feel like that panel has so much detail, and I want to just matte it with this really nice solid black because I feel like that is really going to frame the scene really well. And here's a final look at the scene. For the really open areas like the floors and the walls, I didn't use alcohol markers there. I actually used my pan pastels because it's really easy to cover a wide area, and I can get some color variations as well by mixing some colors, and so I can give it a little bit more pattern and texture, and so that's what I was going for with the floor to make it feel like it's a concrete floor, and with the walls to make it feel, I don't know that it's necessarily like a stucco, but just a little bit more variation in the colors. So that is my final card. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking, commenting, and sharing. And until next time, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye!